Action.
All right. Well, hello everybody. Happy Thursday.
There's nobody yet, but
Yep. They shall come.
they shall come. What's that movie? Build it and they will come. Is that from where they built that baseball field?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
I would think with the baseball and the people that I'm living with, I would know.
Field of Dreams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, build it and they will come.
Build it and they will come.
Hi, everybody. Okay, yeah, we digress again.
Alrighty. So again, happy Thursday. Kind of have a pretty quick project-ish. We'll see.
It's cute. It's super cute.
Okay, before I forget, I do have a giveaway. This is a cute little coaster. And we are going to give this away to Donna West.
All right. It just so happens it starts with a D. I don't see any comments. Not a one. We have people here. Hi, people.
Okay.
But we can't see you.
Leave a comment.
Yeah, somebody say hello.
That way we know. And we can answer questions later.
Okay. Crickets.
Crickets? Okay. Well, we'll get started. If anybody has anything super important, I'll make sure I go back and watch the comments later. And we'll get back to you if you guys have anything.
Pressing.
Pressing, exactly. Thank you. Okay, so just a little bit of what's coming up. We do have the Next by Annie project. This is going to be May 9th. It is a Friday. And this is on the go.
That's cute.
Isn't it nice? We've got a magnetic closure. We've got the vinyl. And we've got the different hardware. And there's
got more vinyl.
Like, credit cards.
Oh, fun.
Pockets. Another little vinyl pocket. Yep. So on the go 2.0. The class is available to sign up. The fabric kit's available. The hardware. So let us know what you have to have.
Okay. Still no comments. So we got a glitch going on somewhere.
The other project that we do have that's coming up-ish, it's actually at the end of May. What did I say? The 23rd? I think it's the 23rd.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It is. 23rd. So this is the Learn to Quilt with your serger. So all of these blocks are created on the serger, including putting your sashing and your borders, just not the binding. Okay. And it is super fun.
It's a great class.
Yep. I love this block, the little 3-dimensional bow tie block, and then doing the flat lock and our flying geese and using some decorative stitches. So it is $50 for the class. And if you are not a local person, this is going to be done virtually. So if you're not local, you're able to partake in this and we will ship your kit to you for free. Okay?
Excellent. Fun. You'll love it. It's a great class.
It's a really good class.
It's really kind of astonishing how fun it is.
Next week we do have Baby Lock Club. So that will be Patrick and myself. And then I did announce it on Monday. Yes, Monday. But next month's clubs, Bernina, Viking, and Baby Lock Club are all going to be a little discombobulated because we got a lot of stuff going on. And so just pay attention to the calendar dates because things are so switched up.
So check your calendar.
Yes. Okay. All right. Today's project is this little tea towel. I used some rickrack. I used the new fabrics from the Star Spangled Banner line. And
from Kimberbell?
Yep.
Yep.
And we are just going to create this little guy.
That's super cute.
Okay. So I do have a kit. The kit is going to make 2 tea towels. It is $15.49. Gives you the fabrics and the rickrack to be able to make this.
Cute.
Make 2 of them. Okay?
That's awesome. $15.49 for 2 cute towels. Okay.
All right, let's go up to the cutting table.
Okay, so again, we're not seeing comments, so feel free to leave them, and then we will check the comments after Facebook Live is over.
I'm not quite sure what's happening.
And see what we can do. Sorry about that.
Okay, so I have my towel laid out. Okay, this is the bottom here, and I'm going to measure up 2.5 inches as best I can because sometimes towels are not the straightest. But I'm not going to refinish the edge, okay? So I'm not gonna like cut this off to make it then straight. Okay, so I'm just gonna measure up about 2.5 inches best as I can.
Okay, hey Matt, we're not seeing comments. Will you get on and see if you can see comments?
Facebook, let me
Oh, okay, never mind.
And we have Patrick's phone, so don't try to do that.
Let me see if I can have plug in on his computer. I don't have.
It's cute.
Hey, Jackie, give me 1 second.
Okay, so
That's cute.
oh, I love it.
Okay, so 2 inches up from the bottom.
2.5 inches up from the
2.5.
bottom.
Okay.
Then I'm going to measure 3 inches up from that and draw another line.
Okay.
Okay. I bet you this is all the people telling us that they can't leave a comment.
Yeah.
Or
Phones are
that
ringing
they're
off the
seeing
hook.
the comments and we're not.
Oh, hold it. Okay.
Okay, so that's 2.5 inches up, then an additional 3 inches.
Okay.
All right. So I also have my rickrack here, and I am going to center my rickrack pieces along that line. And because I am who I am, I'm going to make them so that they're mirror image.
Okay.
Okay, so this one has the bubble going up, this one's got the bubble going down.
They're pretty. Okay.
Oh, I guess maybe not.
I was
Maybe-
gonna
maybe
say
there we go. Maybe
my
we just need to shift a little
my
bit.
up and down is not quite like your up and down, but now it is.
There we go. We're gonna shift it just a smidge.
Okay.
Okay, you have plenty of rickrack to be able to give yourself that inch or whatever of wiggle room. Plus, you should be able to fold your edges over.
Oh, okay.
I cut these to 21 inches knowing that my towel was 20 inches. Okay, to give me that extra room to be able to do that.
Okay.
Okay. But if you need to do yours a little bit bigger, if you have a bigger towel, or smaller, if you have a smaller towel, you should have plenty to be able to do that. Okay.
Okay.
So I also have the QS glue stick. And I'm going to run that along my drawn lines. And this is going to hopefully help keep...
I've been doing that. Nothing was happening, but oh, here. Hello. Now we're seeing comments.
Oh, yay.
I just took Patrick's finger on Patrick's phone.
My phone knows me too well.
Okay. Okay.
So I've got a line here. And I'm going to tack.
Okay, now we're seeing a few people. Hi, everybody.
Yay.
Yay.
My brick rack along this line here.
Okay.
Just trying to kind of center in between the two valleys.
The two dips. Valleys. Okay.
This is the quilt seeds one?
Okay. So I'm not seeing earlier comments yet, so we will still go back and check comments afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And it's not permanent, so if you need to peel and restick, you can do that.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to do this next line.
And what is this glue stick you're using?
The QS fabric glue stick.
That comes that
I love
goes
it.
on neon.
It does. And there are refills for this sucker too, so I like that I don't have to buy a new one every time.
Nice.
I actually just refilled this one.
Nice.
All right. Okay, and then we're gonna go to the machine and we're gonna stitch this down.
Okay. You want to grab the towel too so we can, and the kits. Okay. I think we're not getting comments again, so. Alrighty. So we are making this cute, yep, patriotic tea towel. It's got a cute little rickrack and panel along the bottom. Super, super cute. We do have kits. The kits make 2 tea towels. It comes with 2 towels, enough rickrack and fabric to make 2 towels. They're $15.49. You can go online and order them on the website or leave a comment here and we'll go back and check after live is over.
Okay, so I've got my laser on because that's really showing me where my needle is headed, just so I can make sure I'm in the middle.
Okay?
Okay, And I'm just going to sew all the way down. I do have a blue decorative thread on. It actually blends in pretty well.
And you're just doing a straight stitch.
And I'm just doing a straight stitch.
Okay.
Not trying to get all fancy here. I think the fabrics kind of speak for themselves. They take care of all the fanciness.
And the rickrack, I mean, all of it all
Oh,
together
yeah,
is
for
pretty
sure.
effective.
Okay, and I'm going to do that for our next row of rickrack also. So I do love the glue stick. It is really holding things down and in place. I did write up some pretty very written out instructions. super simple. So if you are wanting to get those, they are available
Up on the website, on the
but in
calendar.
reality it's one of those you should just watch the video kind of situations. Okay, then we're gonna lay out our 5 pieces. These are cut in your kit as charm squares, so 5-inch squares, and I've trimmed them down to 4.5 by 3.5.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm just going to stitch them in the line in whatever order pleases you. Okay, I can turn my laser off now. And we're going to stitch this at 1/4 inch. So go into my Q2 stitch.
This doesn't like scream
Patriotic.
4th of July.
Yeah.
It's more like kind of summer picnic.
Yeah,
kinda.
absolutely. Which is, I think, probably why I like it.
Yeah.
Because it's not like in your face.
Yeah, so you can like, it's like great for all summer.
And yes, if anybody's wondering, I am piecing with embroidery thread.
Well, you know, it's not like this is a whole quilt. It's just, you know, it's
4 seams.
yeah, exactly. And it doesn't have to be the perfect, you know, length to line up with something else. It is what it is. This would be fun, like little hostess gift if you go to somebody's house for a
Absolutely.
barbecue or something like that, because it'll take you about 20 minutes.
You've got Mother's Day coming up, right?
Yep.
You've got Memorial Day coming up.
You could have a cute little gift in half an hour.
Okay, so then once you have your whole strip pieced together, we're going to press. The seam direction doesn't matter. And then once that's pressed, I'm going to press under one long side 1/4 inch.
Okay.
Okay?
Do you want me to come with?
You sure can.
Okay.
Okay, so again, those are all pressed down, and I'm going to just press one long edge up 1/4 inch.
If you don't find it, I can look for it tonight.
How many fabrics are in this line?
20,
24 or something like that?
Yeah, 23, 24 or something. I did put them up online because they are purchasable by the yard on our website. So those are listed.
I'm here to pick up some scissors for my wife, Dana.
Okay. So once you've got those kind of pressed, I think our thing is out of water.
Yeah. And our iron was off, so it takes a minute.
Okay, we're then gonna take our towel and our piece strip back up to the cutting table.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a traveling show today.
Have a good day.
Have a good day and a good weekend, okay?
Yep, so this one is a little bit of a back and forth between different areas. Okay, so I'm now gonna lay my pieced strip right side down, and I have my straight tack down line of my, what is this called? Brick rack? Here, and I'm going to extend our raw edge 1/4 of an inch past our tack down line. Okay, you know me, I'm gonna get more glue.
Okay.
You can definitely pin here too if you're not a gluer, but I would definitely prefer to glue.
Melody, you're right. When you're like making a whole quilt, I wouldn't use embroidery thread for piecing. I would use regular thread, but for a project like this where you only have 5 pieces and there's going to be a little bit extra on each end, it's a little more forgiving. If you have embroidery thread in your machine, it's probably okay to use.
Okay, and then you're gonna want to just like center them as much as you can. You are gonna want to make sure you have enough on each side for an overhang.
Because are you going to go back and flip these over and sew them to the back side?
Yeah,
Okay.
just enough to wrap around just a little bit.
The wrap around the edge to finish it.
Okay, and again, I'm just trying to make sure I'm extended past this line about 1/4 of an inch.
So you glued right directly on your sewn line on your
Yes.
rickrack. Okay.
I did. Okay, and then we're going to follow with our foot 1/4 of an inch on the edge of our fabric here.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Here we go again. Should we do a manager special real quick or do that after?
heck yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they've all seen 1/4 of an inch stitch, so if you want to do that.
Let's get you started and then I'll go do it.
Okay. All right, so I'm still on 1/4 of an inch seam, so I'm just going to line up the edge of my fabric, not the rickrack, with the edge of my foot, and I'm going to go down the whole piece.
1/4 of an inch. Okay.
1/4 of an inch. Yep.
Okay. Let's go look at the manager specials. We have a couple of really cute manager specials. Okay. Move everything out of the way. Move everything out of the way. Okay. First name I see. Well, yeah. And hopefully I'll see it. Hopefully we get the comments. This is that cute carrot table topper, $15. First name I see, and hopefully I see names. But $15 for this cute carrot table topper. I saw Cindy pull that out and I was like, perhaps I need this. But I did not. So $15. And we're going to go back. Oh, we're going back. Where are we going now? Ironing board? Okay, now we're going back to the ironing board. I'm not seeing any names, so hopefully if you spoke up when we go back and check comments, we'll grab the first name that we see. Okay.
Okay, so I've got my stitch. I'm going to just press to set that seam, and then we're going to flip it up and really get a nice crisp fold here within the rickrack.
Okay.
Okay, now we have this fold under here, and that should pretty much line up right with our tack down of our other rickrack piece. So here we go, glue again. You could, this part I actually did pin the first time, so just because I think it will give me a little bit better peace of mind, but we'll see how the glue does here. And we're just going to make sure our fold stays down, folds under, and we're just going to line up that fold
Right with that sewn line.
with that sewn line
Okay.
as best as we can. Because I eyeballed the 1/4 of an inch fold under, so
Okay.
we'll see how good of a eyeball I have.
But that blue thread blends pretty well. So
It
even
really
if it doesn't
does.
quite, you know, even if it peaks, you really aren't gonna be able to see it.
You are not going to be able to see it, yeah. And then once you've kind of glued it down, if you want to put in some extra pins in there, it is nice to just temporarily kind of have it held in place while you do pin.
Yeah, that's
also,
true. Because you got a little bit of layers going on now and stuff, so pins would kind of keep it super secure.
Everything kind of wants to like puff up because I wasn't able to press this fold with steam either. Okay, and then
so you could do this like with different colors of rickrack and different fabrics for different holidays. Christmas and
Halloween ones.
Easter and Halloween. Yeah, what fun, quick project.
Okay, and then we're going to top stitch along the top and along the bottom, and I can now fold these back and top stitch, and I'll do that as I go to sew, but then I can fold these back and just kind of make a rectangle and top stitch all the way around. And
Okay.
then our towel is done.
Okay, let's do it.
I think I am gonna put in a couple of pins. Shocker, I know.
I'm with you. I have a hard time pinning too. Some things I pin the heck out of.
We still lose them for comments?
Yep. So we'll have to go back and check on that manager special and anything else anybody needs. If you
Did
need,
you do both?
just one.
Okay. So, again, just going to top stitch now all the way down.
Just right close to the edge, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I do this every time. See, this is why I don't
Oh,
pin.
you
I
pin?
backwards. This is why I don't do it. Or at least we'll just say that's why I don't do it.
Okay, that works for me. Don't have to explain to me. I don't judge.
There's that new trend now, like we listen and we don't judge.
Is that a new thing? Oh, okay. I've heard that one, let them, but I haven't heard about the don't judge, but yeah.
And I did start on the side that needed to be pinned down, because if I started on this side, I'd be afraid that I would pull maybe a little bit too much over and then I'd lose my straight line.
Yeah,
okay?
that's a good idea.
So,
Gives you a little more control.
yes. Okay, so I'm pretty much at the end here. So I'm going to fold this stuff in on the edge.
Are you tucking it under, like, so, but is there going to be a raw edge?
Yeah. I mean, you can tuck it under, but you also have the bulk of the rickrack here too.
Uh-huh.
So, getting a double fold's probably not going to be as easy.
Okay.
Okay, so I just did one tuck under.
Okay.
But yeah, if you really don't like that, because I guess if you're giving them as gifts, you probably wouldn't. Okay, and then I am starting all the way up on the rickrack, not just on my,
Okay.
which those little hairs right there are just not gonna want to tuck down.
You could use fabric glue and tuck them under and tuck them down.
Yep. Oops. Okay, we're gonna start a little off on the towel. Okay, so now we have that side. Totally started all the way up on the towel. That's okay. I'll take it out and fix it later. Okay, then I'm going to go back and I'm going to top stitch on the edge of our fabric again.
Okay. Like Cindy said, all of these fabrics, the whole Kimberbell line is up on the website. You can order yardage. So feel free to do that so you can keep Matt really busy for the rest of the afternoon.
So he was
heard
told
me.
by our mail guy that he's been slacking this week.
Okay.
So maybe we do need to
He needs to get
some
to
extra
work,
things.
earn his paycheck. So everybody order a yard of everything.
I mean, how could you not, though? All of these fabrics, they're so cute.
I know. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a half a yard of the whole thing.
Okay, and then I'm going to fold. Ooh, he's really hairy.
Do you need some glue or something?
Hello, how are you? Good. Ready to prepare?
I'm here.
Oh, pick them one up. All right, perfect. What's your last name? Okay, let me find it.
Well, everybody, sorry we couldn't get comments and be all chatty and everything with you.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah, but we'll go back and check them all. Don't worry. And
Now
if there's
make
something
sure
really
I
pressing,
will
call one of the stores.
Timestamp for the comment or for the
For the
comment
manager
on the
special.
manager special.
Yeah.
To really find the first person who commented.
Yeah. But if you really need something that's pressing stuff, you can always call the store too.
Okay.
Super cute.
Got a really cute detail.
Oh, that's adorable. That's adorable. Now you have a set.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have kits available for those. Those. This kit makes 2 towels. Has the towels, the rickrack, and the fabric, and it's $15.49. Available on the website. Or you can call the store, or you can leave a comment in the next couple minutes. Okay.
All right, you guys. Thanks so much. We shall see you tomorrow.
Thanks, everybody.
For a normal life. Not comments.
Yep. Okay. Bye.
Bye.